Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi! My name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to another video from the New Year, New You series. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So tonight we are going to play with the Jane Mann Anma Lift. I have the lift here. I have been using it. I took a live class with Jane Mann that she was offering for free on Monday, and I absolutely loved it. We did a long session of working on our face for over an hour. We did some connective tissue work, which is the fascia, and we did some lifting, and these movements were all about long holds with the connective tissue. But I'm going to show you a quick way to work the fascia with the Anma today. Before we get into this demonstration with the Anma, the Anma Lift, I wanted to pop on here because I did get some new makeup. If you saw my updates video that I posted on Sunday, early in the morning, I said I picked up the Tarte Amazonian Clay. This is their Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation. It arrived today and it was here when I got home, so I just threw it on my skin really quick. I got the shade 32N, which is a medium neutral. It is an exact perfect match. It comes in this really pretty compact. There is a puff in here that you can use to retouch. I did apply it at first with a puff, and then I went in with my Rare Beauty foundation brush to see how it would apply with that, because I don't like to redip the puff in here because it will get hard pan from the oils on my face. And so far as a first impression, I've had it on for a couple of hours. It looks really good on the skin. Of course, time will tell. So I'm going to wear this tomorrow to work and I will report back to you guys. It says it's supposed to be moisturizing, so we'll see. Another thing that arrived today is the Dream Pop Charlotte Tilbury Matte Beauty Blush Wand, and I have it on right here. Now this is like a cherry color, and I put it on here on the apples of my cheeks. I just did a small amount, and as you can see, you can sheer it out really nicely, and it gives you that cold girl look on the cheeks. So this is another winner for me. So I love all 4 shades. They're all so pretty. And like I said, I have been completely obsessed with these blushes. These are all that I have been using, and it's really hard for me to pull away from them right now. I love them so much. They're a bit pricey, but a little bit goes a long way. So these will last you for a very, very long time. And like I keep saying, I hope that these become a permanent product because I love them so much, and I will definitely repurchase them. If they are not, I'm gonna go run out and get backups of Peach Pop, Pink Pop, and Pillow Talk. This one I won't get a backup of because I think this is gonna last me for a very, very long time. And the shelf life on these are, let me just see. It says really quick, it says 12 months, so they last a year. So that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna go head off and wash my face and do some red light therapy. I'm going to wash my face. Well, first I'm gonna go in with my Fitglow Makeup Cleansing Oil. I placed an order yesterday with Art of Skincare. It was supposed to be here today. It's not going to be here until later tonight. And there was a cleanser I wanted to use and demonstrate for you guys in there. Some of the contents in that order are going to be for some upcoming content. Like I mentioned in my updates video, I was going to do a Botnia facial. So I ordered a product to go with that Botnia facial, so we can do a full Botnia facial, which is going to be really, really fun. I really like that line a lot. I ordered the Neogenesis Glide Gel, and I ordered a bigger bottle of the Neogenesis Moisture Mist. I also ordered the Anteage 25 millimeter. I'm trying to look for my I'm looking for my Anteage microneedling solution. I'll look for it in a second. So I'm gonna start microneedling my skin, and since my skin is on the thinner side, I'm gonna start out with 0.25, and then I have an adjustable stamp that goes all the way up to 2 millimeters. So I will keep you guys posted on that. I'm gonna do a demonstration of the stamping. I think it's really cool, and I think it's a great safe alternative for you to microneedle at home if you don't want to use a roller and you're worried about dragging the roller across the skin, which I see way too often. So I'm gonna go cleanse my skin. I'm gonna cleanse my skin first with a Fitglow Makeup Cleansing Oil. Then I'm gonna go in with the Botnia Renewing Face Wash, and I'm picking the Botnia because this has a lactic acid and it will give my skin a nice gentle exfoliation and add moisture in it, because lactic acid is also moisturizing to the skin. And I love this right before microcurrent because we're going to be using a conductive gel that has really good ingredients in it. And you know, right before your microcurrent treatment, I'm not saying do this every day, but something like the Renewing Face Wash from Botnia is a great idea, because of the lactic acid is, you know, gentle on the skin and it's also moisturizing. It's gonna help those products penetrate better into the skin, and then when you go in with your microcurrent, since it does product penetration, and it will help penetrate those ingredients deeper into the skin. So that's why it's really important when you're performing your microcurrent treatments that your gel has really good ingredients in it. And don't go for these do-it-yourself gels, glycerin, aloe vera. Aloe vera on its own is not good for a conductive gel because it contains enzymes and naturally occurring salicylic acid, which its exfoliating properties will leave your skin red. It'll become inflamed, and inflammation leads to aging, remember that. And it will become really dry and dehydrated. It's not conductive whatsoever. And same thing with glycerin on its own. You guys, if you're investing in these tools, you have to be prepared to invest in the conductive gels too. If you don't see yourself investing in the conductive gels, then I would suggest that maybe buying a microcurrent device or any of these tools that require conductive gels might not be right for you. I see too many have issues with their skin from making the do-it-yourself conductive gels. And also another thing is, you think that these gels are penetrating your skin, but they're not. There's no conductive properties in there to conduct into the skin. So your device may say it's conducting, but it truly isn't. You're not getting the true benefit of these currents with these devices. So there's my rant. So I'm gonna go do my face, come back, do my red light therapy with you guys, because I have a list of notes here that I want to go over with you, and these are important tips to help you along with your healthy aging journey, and some important tips about why your devices might not be working for you. And tonight we will be using the Lift with the Myolift QT, and I will screen record it in the app on the settings that I'm using, and I will also let you know as I'm setting it up in my app, okay? So I'll see you in a sec. Hi everyone. So I just finished up with my Current Body Lip Perfector, and I finished it up like probably about a minute ago, or a minute or two ago, and I threw on my Qure face mask, and here it is. And I'm just gonna finish up my Aduro. So before we get into this treatment, I'm gonna go over a couple of things with you guys. So I get this all the time. Now, with your devices, they're not a miracle. And if you want to see results with these devices, yes, it does take time. I know we live in this instant gratification society, and we want our skincare products to work just like that. We want our devices to show results like that. But there's a lot that play into this. And I repeat this over and over again, but I have to, because some of you aren't paying attention to what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is, one, your skin, when it's healthy, responds better to these devices. And what's going to help your skin become healthy? Diet is number one. If you're putting crap in your body, you're gonna get crap out. You're not gonna see that collagen build. You're not gonna see those fine lines smooth out. You're not gonna see that healthy glow that we want in our skin, right? So, you know, you can fake it all you want with a skincare product, but, you know, it's a temporary glow. The true glow comes from the inside out. Hydration, you have to make sure you're properly hydrating your skin, or your skin from the inside out. And, you know, throwing all these different types of products on your skin isn't always the answer and can really confuse it. So, what are collagen building foods? Well, dark leafy greens, dark fruits, red and purple fruits, lots of antioxidants. Protein, you have to make sure you're getting the correct amount of protein, especially if you're over 40, because when you're over 40, you lose 2% of collagen a year. And then on top of that, once you hit menopause, you lose 30% of your collagen, and then your skin really starts to, you know, look lax. And this can happen as early as perimenopause as well. So you definitely have to keep your diet in check if you want to see results. And it's especially important once you hit 40, because our skin is more susceptible to that free radical damage from the inside out. Another thing, you know, we have these muscles in our face, right? When they're tight and tense, you're not going to see results with your microcurrent. You have to work that fascia. So the fascia is all intertwined throughout the muscles and the organs throughout the entire body. It starts from the scalp down all the way to the toes. If your fascia is tight and distorted and you have the adhesions on the bones, you're not going to see the results, because when that fascia is clamped down on that muscle, it can't lift back into the proper place. You have to release the fascia in order for the microcurrent to re-educate that muscle to go back into where it's supposed to be. And it's not just the face, the neck, the shoulders, and the head, it's everywhere. And, you know, we're seeing jowls really early in age now, where jowls, we never used to see them until we were like 70 years old. And the reason being why we're seeing jowls more and more in younger people is because we're always looking down like this in our cell phones. We're hunched over at our computers, and that affects our fascia everywhere. But where it really affects it, and to where it's, where it really affects your fascia, what really controls the way that this looks is actually the fascia in your ribs and your hips. When that is tight, there's adhesions in there and it's adhered to the bone, it pulls all this down. So I have been researching fascia work, and I learned actually about this from Jane Mann. She's been hinting about block therapy lately. So I looked it up and it seems amazing, and I'm signed up for it. So they have videos here on YouTube, which I'm going to link down below. And you could check out the videos, but they have a sample program. If you click on one of those videos, that you could buy it for $9, and you could see if it's right for you. And then you can sign up for a starter program. It's pretty pricey for the starter programs, but you use these bamboo blocks to do the fascia therapy. And what this is, it's deep fascia holds for your body. It's so interesting. I've read so many reviews on it. I've listened to success stories. This is something that I definitely need to do. I think it's going to be the key to my back pain and pain that I suffer from all over my body. Since I've done my Aura lift, I haven't really had a lot of neck pain lately, and it's been great. So I want you guys to look into all this. And, you know, here's the thing too, is, you know, microcurrent helps detox the skin because we're moving with the lymph and the muscles. And if you have a bunch of crap in your body, it's always going to be detoxifying, and it's not going to be able to focus on energizing those cells and keeping them energized, lifting and toning the muscles, building that collagen, and infusing the skin with hydration and radiance along with the surrounding tissues under the skin. So I wanted to talk about that. Another thing, take a look at my skin. I have no cleanser on it right now. It looks so good. So I did my 6th Dermadis treatment on Monday, and this device has really changed my skin. So my pores are minimized. They're not, my texture of my skin is not rough. My fine lines have, significantly improved. The firmness of my skin has significantly improved. My blackheads are gone. My sebaceous filaments are almost gone. So it helps with a number of things. I absolutely love this device. I highly recommend it if you want to check it out. Now, just keep in mind that I know it is on the pricey side, but this is actually a professional device, and it is made in the USA, and the tips are made to last a lifetime. So I've done 6 treatments, so I'm going to take off this Monday, and I'm going to start microneedling, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And then I will repeat back on my Dermadis treatments, and my goal is to microneedle my skin every 5 to 6 weeks, and I'm going to be using this home microneedling solution by Anteage. This is really good. I've used it before. This is $100 and you get 5 vials in it. If you're a beginner, this is where I would start. You use this as your microneedling. It's a growth factor serum. So growth factor technology, this one is home microneedling solution. It has water, human bone marrow stem cell conditioned media, benzyl alcohol, dihydroic acid, and hyaluronic acid. It's amazing for microneedling. So I haven't microneedled for a while, and I'm going to do a stamp, and I'm going to start out at 0.25, because for me, like I said, my skin is thin, so that is almost considered cosmetic medical needling for me. And then I'm going to work my way up, and I'll probably work my way up to 0.5, but I won't go beyond that. I have some things I want to work on and to see how it goes. And if everything goes well, I will do a video on it and show you guys how to use the stamp. And my Qure Lift. So if you saw my updates video, you know I lost my Qure Lift. It came today. So happy. I ordered my replacement. I fitted it, so I'm gonna start my treatments back tomorrow. I haven't used it for over a week, but if you guys notice, I took the Jane Mann Lift With Me class on Monday, and I did my lift treatment before, well, I did my Dermadis treatment in the evening. I did the lift treatment in the morning. It really energized my skin for my Dermadis treatment. And I started with the medium disc first. It's my 2nd time using the medium disc, and I had no irritation or inflammation on my skin the very next day, or my skin wasn't as red on that day. It was amazing. That class super energized my skin and helped my skin recover well from the aggressive exfoliation. All right, so my skin is like total bone dry right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Amna, and we're gonna work on opening up the lymph channels. So we're just gonna do this lightly, and I'm doing it on dry skin. I'm just gonna go over really quickly and just warm up the fascia, wake it up, and open up those lymph channels, okay? So, and this is just gonna be really quick because we're gonna focus on using the lift for the additional fascia release. But I just wanna wake everything up, and I'm just going very, very lightly. Now we're gonna be using the Myolift QT on stretch mode. If you have the Myolift Mini, you would use erase mode, and we're gonna be using level 1. So level 1 starts at 175, And I find with the lift is that the microcurrent is stronger for me. I love the lift. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, I don't want to perform microcurrent any other way since this has arrived. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I highly recommend it for you. If you don't have it, save up for it. So Art of Skincare has the one that's calibrated for your Myolift devices. So you don't have to email Jane Mann and ask them which one for your device. You can pick it up from Art of Skincare. And if you do pick it up from Art of Skincare, I would be so happy if you use my links down below. You know, they track my my reach. So if you could be so kind to use my links, that would be amazing. Okay, so I'm done waking up my skin. Hi, Misha Boo. What you doing, baby? You guys want to say hi? Come on, say hi. Say hi, everyone. I've been a bad girl for the last 2 days. I'm not listening to mommy or daddy, and I'm doing whatever I want. She kind of got like a lot of pent up energy because I haven't been able to walk her because of the rain, and we're getting another storm. It's called an atmospheric river starting tomorrow, and I'm kind of scared to drive to work. Okay, so now we're going to perform our treatment. Let me take a sip of water. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the Promoter Collagen Gel. This is a great gel just to use on its own. You don't have to add any special serum to it because it has a ton of growth factors in it. They did change the formula of this. I don't know what they added and what they took out because I don't have my old box to compare the ingredients. But it is now a like lavender cream, and it doesn't fully absorb into the skin like the old gel did. You still have some slip that remains on the skin for a very long time. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Mieux ISO Cell Recovery solution. This is a mist that has conductive properties, and I'm going to mist my skin all over first. I'm going to douse it really good because it's been a little bit since I washed my face, and I want that hydration in my skin underneath the gel, and I'm going to keep that nearby to help rehydrate the gel if needed. I need a little towel for my hands. Okay, so let's connect our lift. So what we're going to do, sorry about that. So we're going to connect the lift. So you're going to take your splitter wire for your Myolift QT, the one with the pins. You're going to plug it here down at the bottom. And then you have your lift connector wire. So I know when you get your lift, you can have two ways to apply the lift. You can use the ball connectors, or you can connect the pins directly into here. I would highly advise you not to connect the pins directly in here, because once you connect them, you cannot take them out. And you could use these for a treatment. So you could take them off and use them for a treatment. So we're gonna put that right on there. And then we're gonna take the end caps of the connection cord, and we're gonna put them on the pins, okay? Now we are connected. My QT turned off, so it's on. So I'm gonna go to my Sessions tab on the app, and I'm gonna go create a session, and we're gonna choose, I'm gonna set it for 15 minutes. You can set your time limit. And the option that I'm gonna choose for my applicator is going to be glove, okay? And then we're gonna put it on stretch mode. And I'm gonna bump up the intensity to 170, and I'm going to save the session. So this is all on stretch mode. which is going to work in the connective tissue. Now, stretch works in the connective tissue, meaning the fascia, where lift or educate works in the muscles, lifting and toning them. All right, so let's put on our conductive gel. Do I have my brush? Here it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my skin again because I was talking too much. I am going to apply this conductive gel, and I'm gonna start kind of back here behind my ear onto the back of my neck. And I'm gonna just apply it to my neck first. We're gonna do this side first, and then we'll work our way up. This is already gonna be a long video, and I apologize for that. So if you guys pick up your lift, I highly recommend heading over to Jane Mann's channel. Look at her lift with me on Mondays. You're gonna learn so much from her. You're gonna learn a lot about microcurrent, other devices, your skin. You're gonna learn how to use this properly. There's so many different ways that you can use this. Have fun with it, play with it. All right, so we're gonna go into our session and we're gonna start. And I'm gonna hit play. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take my lift, and we're conducting, and I'm just gonna go up and down here slowly, and we're working that fascia, kind of like as if we were using the Anma. It feels so good. You could take it up behind your ear. Now you can use this on your chest too. If you're using, you want to have it set low. Actually, we can do that. Let's start there. So you want to have it set on low. Don't go over 200 microamps on here. I would say keep it at 175. And you could take your lift and you can work your chest area. 2. You just don't want to hold it over your heart for too long. You always want to keep it moving. I can already feel this releasing a lot of tension that I have in this area. You can go in a different direction if you'd like. Go over those chest wrinkles. You can also just hold it here over your collarbone and do a hold so it releases that tension. And then move it about. Don't be afraid to use it. It's not intimidating. This is actually one of the easiest ways to perform your microcurrent. Okay, so let's go back over and work that fascia. So right now I'm just using these 6 on my neck. I'm staying away from my thyroid because the Myolift microcurrent devices are not cleared to use in the thyroid area. So I have so much tension in my platysma, and this is really helping. Now you could do some stretches with this if you wanted to. But we're just doing a quick fascia release. So I'm going to turn it the other way, and I'm just going to hold it here right up underneath my jaw really quick. Hold it for 30 seconds. And then I'm just gonna take it and go back and forth to release the fascia right in there. And I'm just using very, very light pressure. I am not using a 2 or a 3, I am using a 1. And I'm using all 8 of these. And then after you do that, you can hold it right here and you can do a little drain and slowly drag it with the 2 prongs. And then once you come to the end of your jaw, you go where your sternomasculoid is, and then you can just drain here. Oh no, Misha's being a bad girl. Yeah, sorry about that. Misha's being a bad girl. Okay, I'm just gonna apply a little bit more gel. So what I'm gonna do is after I release this fascia, I'm gonna show you a cool mid-face lift that you can use with this. And I'm gonna show you some techniques with the balls around the lips and the eye. So next, I'm gonna come up here and I'm just gonna go horizontal, up and down. And I'm just working that whole cheek area. Okay, then I'm going to go over my cheekbone like this. I'm like hugging my cheekbone. And oh, there's my Art of Skin Care order. And Misha is barking and growling. Oh man, if everything could go wrong in this video right now, it sure is. Okay, so now we're gonna release tension in the eye area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the thumbs here on the lift. I'm gonna hold one ball right here and one ball right here. And we're just gonna hold it for a few seconds. And then we're gonna move this out. Okay. And then what you could do is you could take your balls here off the end. You can hold one right here and then take the other, and then you can go back and forth here underneath your eye, and you're working that fascia. You can even just go in these little circles and go like this. It's great to flush out the fluid around the eyes, and it's also releasing that fascia tension. And then you can go like that. Same thing on your eyebrow. Work out those wrinkles. You can even do it right here for your crow's feet. I'm just feathering here. Make sure you have both of them on the skin, and then you can also sandwich your brow. And you can go like this. Pretty cool, right? So I'm just gonna wipe off my conductive gel from that really quick. And then we're gonna attach it to the lift, and let's work the forehead. So I'm gonna turn the lift vertical, and you can sandwich your brow here if you want with these two, and then you can work above your brow like this, back and forth. But we just did the brow with the ball bearing, so we're just gonna take these 4 and we're gonna go horizontal. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, horizontal, and go from a side to side motion and work the fascia on the forehead. And then you're gonna take the thumbs and you can go up and down and work vertical. And this is really good for the forehead lines since they're going horizontal. You can work vertical here. And this is really good because not only are we releasing that fascia tension, but we're also bringing that microcirculation to the skin, which is feeding our skin and our tissues nutrients to help build collagen and elastin. Also helps with hydrating the tissues. Now, let's work the lips really quick. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to take these 2 and these 2, and I'm going to hold it off to the side. I have 2 prongs right here and 2 prongs right here. And I'm gonna hold it for 30 seconds. I'll do the other side too so we can be even. Okay, come over here and do the same thing. These 2 and the first 2 of the row. Hold right here. This is just getting that circulation in between the lips, loosening up the sphincter muscle. It's also it's gonna plump up the area too. After I performed this treatment, my skin was plump for 2 days after. It's amazing. This is so amazing. I cannot tell you how much I love this. It's a game changer for your microcurrent. Seriously, it is. So I'm gonna take this one right here, and I am just going to do these feathering strokes around my lips. And this is really good for your lip lines. So, okay, do the same thing over here. It's nice to be able to have this option to work in these smaller areas. Okay, and there you go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are just going to flush out this area. Okay, we're gonna flush, swoosh, 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 swoosh. And then I'm going to take these prongs and just drain the area. You can also sandwich your jaw right in between here and give your jaw a nice little stretch, and then take this down. You're working that whole entire area there. All right, so that is a quick fascia release on this side. So now what I'm going to do is I am gonna set up a custom lift session. So I'm just gonna do 5 minutes, glove, we're gonna switch to lift, and we're gonna keep it at 170 microamps for right now. And I am going to start the session. And here we go. All right, so we're gonna do a mid-face lift. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your 2 prongs right here, 4 prongs here. You're gonna come up over here where your nasolabial fold is. You're lifting, and then you're going to hug your cheekbone, and then come up to the corner of the eye, lift, and then move to your arch and lift. Okay, So we're going to do this 5 times. Okay, come up to the corner, lift, and then move to your arch. No Misha. Okay, it's already starting to look a little bit lifted. So I could go a little bit higher of an ampage here if I wanted to, or intensity, but I'm keeping it low for right now. See the lift that I got from that? I know it's red because we were working the fascia and everything, and all that circulation is going. So nasolabial fold. Corner of the eye. And arch of the brow. You can hold it here for a bit if you want. And there you go. All right, so that is 1/2 of my face using the lift, working the fascia, and just doing a mid-face lift. Now, I am gonna go off camera and do this side really quick, and then I will come back and we will have a chat. Hi everyone, so I just completed this side of my face. I did, the fascia release, and then I did that mid-face lift. So with this conductive gel, the House of PLA Promoter Collagen Gel, you can leave it on as a mask, or you can leave it on overnight, or you can simply remove it. So it has this texture or this consistency to it now, to where it almost feels like, some people would say it's oily, but it's got glycerin in it, I believe, because that feels like glycerin. So it stays pretty emollient on the skin. So, some people do use this as an overnight mask. Some use it as a moisturizer. I just like to leave it on for a few minutes after my treatment, and then I'll remove it. But I just wanted you to see the new texture of this, because before it was that clear gel that like practically absorbed into the skin and kind of left that sticky feel to the skin. This just leaves feels like you just put a layer of glycerin on. So I really like this new formulation. It's working out really, really well so far. And I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek of the Jane Mann lift. I will be doing some more content around the lift as I get more and more comfortable with it. We'll come on here and we'll do some lifting sessions. But I just have to tell you, ever since this arrived, I have completely been so in love with it. And like I said, it's the only way that I want to perform my microcurrent from now on. I just love it so much. Highly recommend that you watch Jane Mann's channel on the lift. Those Lift With Me on Mondays are really great. A lot of great information, new techniques she shows you on how to use the lift. Also, Art of Skincare is going to be having some content with the lift too. She's going to show you how to use it with the Myolift Tri-Wave with that Rejuve waveform, so look out for that. All right, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.